save the skull for me.
What did you do with the skull? He should have saved the skull.
He said they threw it away because they were worried about like it rotting or whatever. I don't know.
How lame.
I know.
Real skull?
Of the gator that the Scots gave Joey.
Oh, I gotta
We
tell
call
you
the
guys,
whole family the Scots.
I gotta tell you guys the ballad of Boone the Gator King someday.
Yes.
Boone the Gator Crip.
Joey has video of him and his wife like cutting the gator's flesh off the bone with like
It's on YouTube,
X-Acto
I
knives.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You guys come from a hardcore fucking family. I love how it goes from Italians to like swamp people. Like
Yeah, well, we've lived in Florida a while, and Nick married into the
I'm
swamp.
married swamp.
married into the swamp.
I'm married into
the swamp queen.
She's right back there. Hey, Bear.
My dad calls it swamp thing. Ah, Station.
We call her
Swamp thing. Oh
Station
no.
the swamp thing.
Station the swamp thing. We call her Bear.
I accept.
Are we all on the shot?
Station the Bear.
Yep.
It's level.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on the level.
All right. Count us in. Or are we recording?
3,
Shot. We call this
2.
talking.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to BBL. That is Billy Beers and Logan Beers, Billy Logan, and today we are joined by a very special guest, Nick, brother of Billy, aka Brother Bill, aka less handsome Bill, because you're the handsomest boy.
Less handsome.
Well, yeah.
Growing up, everyone's like, I love your older brother's eyes. And I'm like, fuck you.
That makes sense. That
I
makes
have
sense.
poop brown eyes. This sucks.
They're
You
hazel
poop
if you
brown
can't
eyes?
see them.
Do you
if
have
haven't
hazel
zoomed
eyes?
in.
He does
Oh,
have
yeah.
like, they're beautiful.
Yeah, you do have beautiful eyes.
And I
Yeah.
got poop
Thank you.
brown.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Poop brown.
Poop brown.
Whatever. Got this beer though.
So this is just going to be a fun little episode of BBL. Nick, you are here visiting Billy. Give us a little introduction to you. Tell us about your life. You know who you are, the business that you run. I'm going to start
So I'm
speaking more in
Billy's
an
older
Italian
brother.
accent.
I own a family restaurant back in St. Cloud, Florida, Cimento Spaghetti House.
Cimentos.
Where we cook Italian food, recipes from our parents and stuff we grew up eating, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
That's
We
cool.
Love it. Yeah.
So you say family recipes. Like, is there one? Like, how many can you like trace back to be like, this is something my mom made, and now we serve it in the restaurant?
Oh, there's a good handful. I mean, one that comes to mind is our sausage and peppers, which is
Okay.
sausage, peppers, onions,
Yeah,
garlic, a little bit of our marinara, some penne pasta. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
It's one of
dig
our
it.
favorites.
Billy
for sure.
talks about your mom's red sauce all the time. He says that it's like
Makes sense.
It was
crack,
my
crack and
death
cum.
meal. Yeah. They were like, oh, what meal do you want when you die? I was like, my mom's sauce with the meat. Ooh, maybe a piece of chicken parm would be good.
Really makes sense. Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna get
I would go eggplant. I'm a big eggplant fan, but like
It's too
But I
gooey
get
for
it.
me. It's too much goo.
too gooey.
Too gooey. There's nothing wrong
revelation
with the goo.
that
All
Billy
right,
Yeah, the goo
you
is
live by the goo, you
gooey.
die by the goo. You
Fair.
did your dad ever cook growing up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's his signature?
Giant meatballs.
Giant meatballs,
Yeah.
like not meatballs, meatball. I would
He'd
assume.
make a meatball the size of like a softball.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And he would make our lunches growing up for field trips. So he'd make like a meatloaf sandwich.
Oh, meatloaf sandwiches are famous.
Yeah. So it's basically a half a meatloaf in between bread with ketchup and pickles.
that does sound
Jalapenos. Ketchup and jalapenos.
Yeah.
Jalapenos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalapenos.
That's how they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On soggy white bread.
Yeah, soggy white bread.
It's pretty magical. I'm not sure we're selling it as well as it.
It's funny, our
what
dad
it
went
is.
through his cowboy phase when we moved to Florida. He bought cowboy boots for all of us.
I don't have them anymore.
No. We were in our youth. But I remember him going through his Garth Brooks phase, and I was just like, this is weird. Why you gotta push this on us?
Yeah. Well, he did
Girth
do
Brooks.
that.
We listen to
That's
Wu
true.
Tang, and he's all like, ooh, achy breaky heart. Get out of here.
I thought that
That's
was
Billy
fucking
Ray
Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah.
There
Same
were some
shit,
Billy
yeah,
Ray
right.
Cyrus years. Yeah, that's
Billy, tell us what we're drinking today. What do we
Oh,
got?
this is a Hot Fighter Nelson.
Don't you
It's
fucking
from
do it.
Barrier Brewing. It's delicious. It's a single IPA.
a SIPA.
It's a SIPA
Okay.
or an IPA.
And we got two Robin mugs. We got
Yeah, we got 2 Robin mugs and 1 Batman because I have 1.5 sets of these because I'm a nerd.
Are you missing the other Batman?
I'm missing. I don't have 2 Riddlers or 2 Faces.
Okay. If anyone there's also Two-Face in the
Yeah, because it was McDonald's put a whole set of all 4
I
of them.
think I have the
Batman forever.
Two-Face. I think I have the
Well, there you
Two-Face
go.
at
You
home.
gotta
yeah.
contribute that.
Well, I already have 1 full set, so don't worry about your set.
Ooh, all right.
Well,
All right.
2 cents. Well, you sell the other one.
Easy.
Pay
Yeah.
rent.
Pay the rent with that set. Yeah.
So speaking of Batman and you came prepared with a list of your favorite Batmans, but before we do that, this is not something you prepared for, and it's something I've
Nope.
just thought of. I'm
ready.
going to throw us off
terrible.
a little bit. Nick, I got a few questions for you.
Not prepared.
So you got you are 2 of the 4 DLE brothers.
Yes.
If you had
No,
to,
I'm just one of them.
yeah.
He is one of he's
Us, we're
he's
two of them.
25%.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, he's 25%. Yeah.
So Nick, what I want you to do is I want you to rank from easiest to hardest to beat in a fight your brothers.
Oof.
Oh, this is gonna piss off people. Because
This is gonna piss off people.
we all think we can
Listen,
win.
if I'm being honest, maybe I'm the easiest to beat in a fight. I'm probably the nicest,
He's the nicest.
and I'm afraid to hurt you. I'm afraid to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I'm a nice guy. I'll hurt you if I have to, but only if I really have to.
You saying that makes me think you've killed people though.
Yeah.
That like, no, I'm a nice guy. I'm fine. No, I've
Listen,
never done anything.
I like
Continue
that that's
looking
the
at the camera
assumption
for
you
court.
make,
Yeah.
but the fact is that I'm probably the nice one.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, the second easiest one to kill, I hate to mention him like this because they're all probably harder to kill than me, but Mikey, because
Yeah,
he's the smallest.
Mikey's the okay.
He's
Matt.
the smallest, but he's very strong. He's
Matt.
very strong.
Is
He'll
he
tell you
cycloptic?
that.
No, Joey's cycloptic.
Joey's cycloptic, okay.
Mikey,
Yeah,
weight for weight,
yeah,
is
yeah.
the strongest.
Yeah.
Weight for weight.
I say next to Billy.
That's fair.
Billy's
Next
middle of
Billy,
the road? Okay.
He keeps in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
He works out hard. He's very competitive.
You seen the fucking calves on Billy?
I've seen. Oh, have you seen the calves on me? Like,
you got mine?
I might have to get on the table. We'll see.
Yeah, it runs in the
We'll
family.
see. I was
yeah.
gonna say it runs in
Yeah.
the family,
Yeah.
Logan. And then I say last Joey. Joey has a special kind of strength that I'm not sure is.
PC to
Yeah, I don't know that we mention it,
yeah,
but
we don't
maybe
mention it.
He's
But he
very
has
tough.
it.
He's very tough. I work
Yeah.
with him every day. I wasn't gonna say it.
There will be a bleep there.
There'll be an edit.
Yeah.
There'll be an edit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can concur with that because Joey's the only one to beat me in arm wrestling in the last like 10
Who's
years.
the one
I
that
think
you,
it's a
who
fair
stabbed
list.
who in the thigh? When they were
Joey
in the-
stabbed Mikey in the leg with a pitchfork. Mikey threw dirt at Joey, and in retaliation, he threw a pitchfork at Mikey.
I think that he meant to throw the pitchfork as a warning.
Yeah, it was meant to go near him, but
Oh,
Joey is also
classic warning
cycloptic.
sign.
But he's also a cyclops throwing a pitchfork, so he gets a guy in the leg.
Yeah.
It happens. A chunk of his calf came out. Everything's fine. He's walking now.
Look,
God.
he's fine. He's fine. My mom came home. My dad was in the house, but we didn't count him as a parental figure at the time. He was home, but my mom
was
pulled
there,
up in
yeah.
the driveway, and I made the mistake of running to the window of her car and saying, "Hey, Mom, Joey stabbed Mikey." And then I saw the color drain from her face, and I thought, "Well, I'll make this fine in the leg." Mom, it's just the leg.
Oh, it's just the leg. It's
Yeah.
Well,
It wound up requiring stitches.
yeah, Joey
He's
one
fine.
time sandpapered Mikey, and then to not get in trouble, sandpapered his own face to be like, Mikey did it to me. And we were all like, no, Mikey didn't do it to you. We know you did. We know what happened.
I'm not sure
Snitches.
that for our parents' sake we could use any of this. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they were
might
working
be all-
It was a
hard.
different time. It was,
Might be
This is
all-
America, and they had to work multiple jobs to provide for 4 fat boys. Well, 3 fat
Four fat-
boys and Mikey.
and Mikey.
Yeah.
Who was the one? They had someone in the sharpshooter of the walls of Jericho, and then something happened to just so that you wouldn't have to tap out.
Oh yeah, Mikey one time had me in a submission move, and I didn't want to tap out, so I punched him in the head as hard as I could, and his head swelled up, and he had to get a CAT scan. But I couldn't tap out to my youngest brother because I would have never heard the end of it. He would have still brought it up. He would have brought it up on my deathbed and like, I made you tap out, yo. And like, shut the fuck up.
And listen, to be fair, he's also fine. He's good.
Yeah,
he's fine. Yeah, he
Yeah,
turned it.
the stitches in the leg, the bump on the head, it doesn't matter.
Everything worked out. He's married. He has a kid now. Everything's going fine.
It's going really well.
Did he have the crooked eye? No, that's
No,
Joey.
Joey's
That's Joey. Yeah,
Cyclops has a crooked eye.
Yeah. Okay, but that wasn't because of anything you did. He was
No,
just born
he's
like
just
that.
born that
Okay,
way, yes.
Maybelline. Yeah.
Nobody poked him in his bad eye.
Oh my God. All right. Next question for you. Who in the family was your mother's favorite? Who was the favorite son?
Oh, my mother's favorite was definitely Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I look like her brothers, so I think that kind of helps.
Okay. All right. You guys
No,
look exactly the same.
No,
as
I know we kind of look exactly the same, but I have a 10% more to her side of the family than Nick does. It's the eyes and the
the
nose.
poop brown eyes,
Yeah, the
yeah.
poop brown
I mean,
eyes,
I'm not
especially.
sure
Yeah.
what it was about Billy, but she was, definitely partial to him.
Well, we worked at Blockbuster.
Yeah. And
I
my-
guess. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
We both worked at Blockbuster.
Well, that's what real love is. Working
Yeah.
a blockbuster
That's
together.
what real love is.
We had the same job, so we could talk about it. Yeah.
All right. I was thinking about doing like a how well do you know your brother thing, but I think we'll move to the Batman thing. So Billy, this was your idea. Tell us about what are we ranking here?
We're ranking all the live-action Batman movies. So in our favorites, because the best and favorite are two different things. So I made my list. Nick made his list. Logan's here to moderate because he hasn't seen all these movies because
I've seen most of them, and I'll give my input.
he's new. He's newer to this.
I'm a child. I'm a
Yeah.
boy. 18 years old today.
Basically.
Congratulations.
Right. So, do you want to start, Nick, or do you want me to
I
start?
mean, either way, I have
All right.
two lists.
We
I
start
have
with
both-
worst or best?
I have a list,
Let's start with
and
worst.
then I have
All right, let's start
an
with worst.
extended cut.
All right.
Extended cut.
The extended cut includes the Snyderverse movies, which I wasn't sure that we were including.
No, that counts, yeah.
They count.
If,
Yeah.
if there's a live adaptation of Batman, it counts.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
My worst is Batman and Robin. That is also.
My
the
worst
nipples.
is also Batman and Robin.
Really?
Yeah.
With
Sorry, Chris
Schwarzenegger
O'Donnell?
and the nipples and the
Yes.
they had the bat nipples.
Val Kilmer had some nips too.
Kilmer also had nipples. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
He
fair
did.
enough.
Yeah. But Uma Thurman and the crappy Bane and Schwarzenegger saying all the ice puns. Not the best for
Best
me.
part of the movie.
It's
Agreed.
fun if you're just stoned and you're like, I want to laugh at this. But if you're going in like, I want to watch a good Batman movie, not happening.
So, what's your least favorite? What makes that the worst for you guys?
It's probably the least Batman-y. It's the
so
silliest.
campy and
It's
silly.
sometimes Batman's silly, and
Yeah.
we have some other silly Batmans on the list.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's silly in a way that took itself too seriously.
Yeah.
You know?
Silly
Okay.
serious doesn't work.
Like they didn't realize that they were being. It's yeah.
If
Okay.
you're gonna go silly, you gotta go silly.
You gotta be silly.
Well,
yeah.
they did.
yeah.
Silly.
89 Batman, they did Batman Returns. They're all dark and Tim Burton. Then you do Batman Forever, and you're like, okay, this is getting a little silly because Tommy Lee Jones is so over the top, the Riddler's so over the top. Then you did Batman and Robin, and it's just straight up just like silliness. It's straight up fucking
Yeah.
balls and wieners.
I did. To me, growing up, there were like always two takes on Gotham, where it was that weird neon city, like it was from fucking not Boondock Saints, Saints Row, like
Yeah.
where it was like so
good.
over the top,
Yeah.
futuristic.
Yeah.
And then there was the version like from the most recent Batman movie, where it was like a half completed city, like a version of New York, which I guess depending on the version of Batman makes sense for both, but. So but that's one of the things that I love because I'm a kid. I'm like bright colors. How he's making funny puns. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I don't know that I would have put that as my worst, but I don't. It's not my best for sure.
What do you have your next worst?
So as my next worst, I have the Justice League Whedon cut as
Okay.
the next worst movie that Batman.
Whedon Cut's the original.
That's the one that released
the
in
one
That
Yeah,
was
theaters.
actually
yeah,
released.
sure,
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Yeah.
Before the Snyder cut came out on HBO Max.
Okay.
With the long, like 6-hour version of Justice League.
So now my question for that is it the version of Batman that you don't like, or is it just the movie in general you don't like?
Actually, it's the movie in general because I think the version of Batman. I'm a Ben Affleck apologist. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah,
Batman.
I have to concur.
I think the warehouse scene in Batman vs Superman, which we'll get to on my list, is maybe the most Batman thing we've seen in any movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
It's so awesome.
I love Ben Affleck as Batman,
Yeah.
and I'll fight people over that.
Especially because he's fucking jacked and he's
Yeah.
built and
Took
he
the roids, yeah.
I feel like
Juiced up.
if we had gotten a standalone Ben Affleck Bat film, I think I would have liked to have seen where they would have gone with it because he was like a scary Batman.
Oh,
like
he's a
he
great
was
Bruce Wayne. I agree,
yeah.
100%.
And the only thing I think a lot of people didn't like about him in that movie was that he was killing people left and right. Like
Yeah,
he stabs a guy in the chest. Like he
I think Scott Snyder just didn't understand these heroes. You know, he tried to do his own thing, and I kind of understand the thing that he was doing, but it doesn't work for people that are fans of the comics. You know what I mean?
and I feel like that's one of the
Batman
principal-
not killing is it's a tenet of Batman.
Yeah.
Except for in Batman Returns, where he spins the Batmobile around and then sets this dude on fire and smirks about it as he drives away.
That guy might have been fine.
Yeah, he might have been fine. He just set him on fire.
I mean,
but it's one of my favorite parts
maybe
of
he
the whole
learned
movie.
so much of his body, but
I
he's
love
a bad
that.
guy.
That's my favorite parts of the movie. Whenever I can't sleep, I think about Batman spinning the Batmobile around, setting this dude on fire, and then smirking as he drives off. I'm
But
like,
even in the
yes.
Christopher Nolan films,
Now
he's
I
fucking
sleep.
running through the streets with a helicopter with a minigun on it, and he's like, "Well, the gun killed him. I didn't kill him." Like,
Yeah.
like
I
That's
think
probably
that
Batman
those are
fair.
probably just like
They're not thinking about
yeah,
it.
they're not bullets. They're just
Yeah.
it's
fire. It's not gonna kill 'em.
Stun bullets.
It's gonna
Stun
teach 'em
Stun
not
bullets.
to
Yeah.
So yeah,
crime.
yeah.
My favorite
yeah.
parts of Batman Returns, though, all have Michelle Pfeiffer in it. No, that I think
Yeah.
that makes
Fair.
sense.
Michelle
Fair.
Pfeiffer's nice.
Yes.
Yes.
She's very good at Catwoman.
But, so me and Billy have talked about the Justice League movie before. The biggest problem with that is Superman, because he makes everyone else invalid in the rest of the movie. Like you
Sure.
could if he was alive for the rest of it, the rest of the Justice League doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Justice League movie is supposed to be like everyone has their role to play, everyone's integral to beating the big bad, But then they're just like, oh, we're getting our ass beat, and Superman shows up and he's like, haha, I'm better than all of you. It's like, what was the fucking point? Like,
this guy's still bothering you? That's one of the fucking lines.
yeah, like
I'm
Superman should be the big
"God
gun.
damn it."
Superman should absolutely give the final blow. But there's no reason that he should be, because you could have just made that a Superman movie at that point. Like,
yeah, he
it's
could have beat Darkseid himself.
fucking
and been
stupid.
Like, oh,
And again, I love Henry Cavill as Superman.
Oh,
I'm
excellent,
not
yeah.
sure
Agreed.
that Scott Snyder really knew what to do.
didn't know what to do
No,
with it. They just made him a god.
Yeah, well, I think the studio was like, he made 300, he could do this. If he did The Watchmen, he could do this. And Warner Brothers doesn't know a fucking shit.
But with that said, I
Fuck
like the
Warner
Snyder cut better than I like the Whedon cut.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
But it's also 4
Correct.
hours to tell a story.
It's several
if I have
spots.
4 hours to tell you a story, you're going to be like, oh man, Billy told me a good story.
Sometimes
But also,
that's what
no,
it
you'll
takes.
be
Yeah.
asleep.
The Snyder cut is several spots ahead of the Whedon cut on my
Yeah.
list. For
Yeah.
sure.
All right, so what do we got next? So you're number 3, moving from the ground up.
Oh, I didn't do my number. My number 2 moving from the ground up is Batman vs Superman.
I thought, well, we just did that.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, what we
Well,
were
that's
talking
my
about.
number 3. Moving up
Is
from the
okay.
bottom.
'Cause I didn't
Robin,
list
then the Justice League
yet.
Whedon,
You didn't list
then the
Justice League.
Batman vs Superman, and really the Batman vs Superman gets on the list because of the warehouse scene.
Yeah, that
It's
is
the
scene.
most Batman thing we've seen in any movie.
I'll watch
Yeah.
that whole movie just to see the warehouse scene.
I'll watch that warehouse scene on YouTube over and over again.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
You're
it's so
smarter than
great.
me.
And I think one of the cool things about that is that it inadvertently it makes Batman a cooler character, and it somehow makes Superman more relatable. Because if you just have this unbeatable god, it's like I can't fucking identify with. I don't give a fuck about him anymore. But if you have Batman, who's some guy angry at the world, kind of emo, probably listens to Linkin Park, beating the shit out of fucking Space Jesus, then all of a sudden it makes both of them more interesting.
Listen, I think the Robert Pattinson version definitely listens to Linkin Park.
Oh,
That's
for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
But in the Ben Affleck part, like that connection to Martha, the mother, as silly as everybody thought that scene was,
pretty
it makes
silly.
total sense.
Yeah.
This guy
Martha.
Batman is obsessed with his parents. It's the whole reason he becomes Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So for this guy to say the name of his mother
And then
completely
to make
connects
them
the
best
characters and
friends,
makes
yeah.
sense. I totally. A lot of people make fun of it. I think it's great. I think
just
it's
think it's
the
stepbrothers.
emotional core of the movie.
They just became best friends.
Yeah,
For sure,
But
for
also,
sure.
I'll be honest. In all the years, I'm not a super big comic book guy. Like I don't follow all of them. It was in that moment where I was like, oh fuck yeah, their moms do have the same name. Like it really, I didn't never put
No.
2 and 2 together with that. So I mean, at the same time, if someone was beating the shit out of me, or if I was beating the shit out of someone, they said we gotta save Tracy, I'd be like, oh fuck, wait, what? What's going on with Tracy? Yeah, like you know,
Dick Tracy.
Dick, Dick, and it makes
Warren
me.
Beatty.
Yeah, I'm like.
Warren Beatty had made a good film with Al Pacino and Madonna.
But that scene of him fucking up, and then the
Oh, yeah, he
the
fucks
way
them
it's very true to Batman form with the the preparation and the way that he synthesized the kryptonite and all that stuff. Like I thought,
sure.
So I'm surprised that that's low, but I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia that comes into play with you guys with this list.
Nostalgia comes in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 3 on my bottom is Dark Knight Rises.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
thought
no.
you said that was one of your favorites.
Oh, that makes sense. That
The
makes
Nolan
sense.
movies in general are great because my number 1 is a Nolan movie. But Dark Knight Rises shit the bed in so many ways. I can't even count them.
The last act is pretty awful.
Yeah,
2/3 of the movie is excellent.
two-thirds of the movies is fine. Excellence of a stretch, dude.
Oh, right up.
But I don't know. Tom Hardy's weird voice is Bane.
I
Bane's
love the weird
luchador.
voice.
Oh, let me lick your pussy. Yeah.
I don't remember him saying that.
Oh, I think I watched a different version. Yeah.
He basically does. He's
You
all like,
spent too much time on the internet,
He
Logan.
lifts
I
up the
think.
mask.
yeah, that's a Talia al Ghul. They were fighting over her the whole time. They don't want the Al Hergul. Yep.
Her cool.
Oh man! So those are my bottom 3: Batman and Robin, Justice League, Whedon cut, Batman, Superman, and then the next one up, I got Batman Forever.
You guys agree on that one?
Wait a second. You got Batman and Robin? Oh, it's not.
Last.
It's the last. Okay.
Last.
Yeah.
Batman
Cool,
Forever.
cool.
You guys
Because
agree on
Tommy
that
Lee
one?
Jones, Batman Forever is above those because Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey were so great.
They were great, but I got Batman 66 wedged right between them.
Oh, okay.
Batman
Batman
66
66
with
above
the
that.
Adam
And the
West.
reason I
Adam
have it
West,
above
So you got
that
them flipped. Yeah.
is because of a bunch of scenes. The
Yeah.
bomb scene.
The bomb scene is great.
The shark scene.
I have a tattoo of the shark scene.
Adam
I mean,
West. I
Shit,
mean,
you might have got me. I might need to flip flop those because I
Isn't
don't
there a-
have any Dark Knight. I don't have any Batman Forever tattoos yet.
Isn't there a callback to Batman 66 in Dark Knight Rises with the bomb scene? Like where he
I
throws
guess
the bomb in the
kind of.
ocean?
Well,
Like
he flies the bomb out
Yeah,
of his plane.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's a stretch, but I guess it's real Logan. I
don't fucking know.
There it goes.
Yeah, voice cat. Well, actually.
Fuck your trivia.
Who's
be there for you.
Who's your fourth up then on the list, Billy?
After Batman 66, Batman Forever.
Batman
So we
Forever,
haven't
okay.
flip-flopped. You have Forever
Okay.
above 66.
Yeah, and
Where
then I
I
have
love Jim
66.
Carrey and the Riddler and these fucking glasses McDonald's made. R.I.P. McDonald's when it used to be good.
I mean,
Um,
I was gonna say they still exist.
They're not good
I was
though.
gonna say if they had a business like
No, but they will be by the time this airs. No, they won't. Fucking McDonald's.
this Thursday, like
I'll take a quarter pounder. I'll take a quarter pounder, please.
Yeah, me too, with some special sauce.
Quarter pounder with special sauce.
Oh
never
yeah,
done
you get
that?
the mac
I've
sauce
never
on the
done-
quarter pounder.
That
Oh,
is
you're
the fat
fucking up,
man.
pal.
Woo!
Ooh.
That is the fat man treat.
What we're
That's
doing
what
after
you do.
this?
Yeah.
Being fat is in here. It's about
Yeah.
knowing what to order.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
wow.
your arteries. Yeah.
Fuck this life. I'm getting out of here. Bye, 66.
So after Batman 66, I have the Justice League Snyder cut.
Okay, see, I didn't include the Justice League movies because they feature Batman, but they're not Batman movies.
Sure, I didn't know. I had two lists in case.
You
but-
two lists- we told him to bring the extended cut. You concurred, and now you're going to shame him about
I'm
having
not
the
shaming
extended
him.
cut.
I'm just saying I don't have
You're a
that
real
in-
piece of shit, Billy. You-
That's fine.
I mean, just the scope and the size of the Snyder cut is impressive, right?
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He's going for the 6-hour Justice League business. It's just impressive because of the size and scope that he tried, and it's better than the Whedon cut for sure.
It is so much better.
And not only
Sure.
that, I feel like he made all of the characters more interesting because
He gives them all
I
time.
agree. Superman should always be the big gun, but Aquaman should be comparable in strength, I guess. Fucking Batman
Sure.
should be able to outthink everybody. Wonder Woman should be fucking one below Superman. Cyborg, you know, they should all have their strengths. And I feel like the Snyder Cut did a better job of making them all seem valuable, whereas the Whedon Cut was just like, here's all these characters. Just kidding. We don't fucking need a single one of them, you fucking dweebs. Here's Superman. Like, it's...
That's accurate.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
sure,
because
sure.
in the Snyder cut, they're all taking turns fucking up Steppenwolf, and then it's Superman who gives the final blow. But then I think it's also Wonder Woman who cuts his head off,
Yeah.
who makes it everyone's valuable on the team, which is how it should be. If you have a world level threat, you shouldn't need one guy to beat it.
In the Snyder cut, she cuts his head off. In the Whedon cut, the stupid little Terramorphs or
portal,
whatever they
yeah.
are, they
Oh, they-
attack him
they-
because he
yeah.
all of a sudden gets afraid.
It's like, I'm scared.
They feed on scared. They feed on scared.
Fear.
They feed on scared.
They feed
Yeah.
on scared.
Scary.
Yeah, so the two different cuts too have a different ending for Steppenwolf,
Mm-hmm.
which also
And it has Darkseid in it, stepping on the skull, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
Fuck, Darkseid's awesome.
Darkseid's great. Yeah.
Darkseid is DC's Thanos, but I mean he's created by the same guy.
Yeah.
Nerd
We talked about
lore.
that in,
Nerd
in
lore.
another episode of the BBL,
Yeah, 'cause
which
we're
I'm sure that
nerds.
all of you are watching, and it's not
Yes.
just our mothers watching.
It's basically our moms are watching this because they want to be like, we saw our boys.
Oh, look at our sons! And now they've got. Now your mom has
Now
extra
Nick's here.
motivation.
Two
Now
of,
there's
our,
two sons.
two of our moms are the same person.
And next time
yeah.
we'll add
So
a
now
third brother,
it's
and we'll
bad
get
for
triple the
viewership.
views.
Yeah,
It's-
now our mom has to watch it because there's 2 out of 4 of her sons are in this video.
Half the family.
Oh, and then,
Dad might even
and then we
watch
can
it
have
for a minute.
DLE debates,
No.
and we'll have.
No, he won't.
I tried to make Dad watch it last time I was there. I just played it, and he was like, "What is this? You and this guy is just talking. I don't want to see this."
You with this guy.
That makes sense.
He's like, "That's your gay friend Logan."
That
I'm
sounds
like,
like Dad. That sounds like Dad.
Yep. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh
Watch
no.
it so we get views.
Logan's
your dad
not
remember-
gay, but we would support him either way.
Ah, well,
Either way.
His dad is.
Yeah,
so
my
it's
dad's
pretty-
gay. Yeah.
After we're definitely gonna cut that.
Yo, well, we might. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Logan can say whatever he
After
wants.
the Snyder cut, I go Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
Okay.
Rises. Okay.
Dark Knight Rises is further down for me because I just get so bothered by the second half of the movie and
Okay.
whatever. My next up on the list is Batman Forever.
Okay. Batman Forever, like, great villain performances.
Yes.
From Tommy Lee
Yeah, Val
Jones and Jim
Kilmer is
Carrey, for
boring
sure.
as Batman.
Yes.
Overall
yes.
boring.
The villains make it.
Nicole Kidman, who cares?
Val Kilmer
Take
looks
it or
like
leave
Brutus
it.
the Barber
Yeah.
Beefcake. He's
Yes.
got that face
Yes.
where it looks like he got in
Yeah.
an accident, got facial reconstruction.
And Hulk Hogan's his friend, and that's the only reason
Yeah.
he's in this movie.
Old
Yeah.
lesbian playing Batman. He's-
Especially when Val Kilmer started wearing the ascot towards the last 10
Oh,
years
yeah,
of his life.
yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah.
Weird fashion.
It's Ellen DeGeneres in 20 years. That's
I was because he had the cancer. Oh, shit.
That's a terrible
Oh,
joke.
damn.
So ignoring what you just said and getting into my top 5. Batman Returns, number
Fuck,
5 for
that.
sure.
Yeah, we don't have to cut it. Nobody's going to watch this. Batman Forever, yeah.
Yeah, Batman Returns. No, number 5 for me.
Okay, my number 5 is The Batman.
Ooh, back at number 5.
Yes.
No, well, I guess
Tell me
6.
about
'cause
why
you,
it's
yeah,
not higher.
Because you have you have Batman.
No, but look at this. This is top 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. No, you're right. I can
We
count.
should have talked about this beforehand.
I'm sorry.
No, The Batman is a great movie, but the other ones have more nostalgia for me.
Okay.
So I
makes
feel like
sense.
that's where they're higher on my list.
Is Jim Carrey in that one?
No, he was in the Forever.
He was in the
No,
Forever.
Batman
Okay.
Forever, yeah.
The Batman has Paul Dano as
think-
the Riddler.
Okay, I think this is the only one I haven't seen. The Batman.
Batman
was it
Returns
Pattinson?
is Danny DeVito as Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as
Have you seen the
Catwoman.
Pattinson Batman?
Yeah. Is
That's
that? Oh, was
The
that what?
Batman.
Oh.
That's my number 5.
Oh, yeah. No, I have seen that one. Okay, all right. I've got some opinions about that one. All right.
Let's go.
The Batman, I think, is a phenomenal fucking movie. I think it's probably one of the best Batman movies. But, oh, all right. Well,
I agree with
Nick
you.
agrees. That's
No,
why
I agree.
that's why
It's my number 2.
it's
Yeah.
number 2.
It's my number 2.
Who does it work for?
because here the thing, my favorite thing is that just going down to the way they filmed it, and I don't have as much of like an emotional connection. I didn't read the comics growing up with Batman, but the way they portray him, I love the emphasis on world's greatest detective Batman.
Yes.
And also the fight scenes. The best fight scenes in movies to me are the ones that aren't like where they're like whoa ha 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 hoo ha. The best fight scenes are the one where it's like gritty. It's like, I'm gonna punch this guy and it's gonna look fucking ugly, and I'm gonna have to do it a bunch of times in a row before you
get results.
you get results. Yeah, it like unless you're a which I don't know. I think it was a phenomenal one. I love the noir feeling of it. I love the representation of Gotham, like we were talking about earlier, where it's the half-completed Gotham, which also gives more motivation to the villains. If you have the half-completed, because if you have this utopia that is this neon city where everything's wonderful, the villains don't have much motivation. But if you have a half-completed city where it's a real criminal underworld with oppressed people and people who are living in poverty, you have more motivation for the villains. And then you have more motivation for Batman to be this detective who's not just out there taking on these crazy villains. He's fighting crime at a street level, which is, I think, the heart and soul of Batman. Like,
Yeah, I said this to Billy earlier, and the reason the Batman is number 2 on my list and one of my favorite Batman movies is just because of the realism.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
the scene early in the movie where Batman is walking through the crime scene and all the cops are giving him side eye, like, what is this son of a bitch doing here? I just was like, oh, okay, we're really taking this Batman thing seriously. And we're talking about like what it would be like in the real world if Batman was here with
because if
these
you're a cop in
cops.
real life, you'd be like, the
And it was
fuck?
just
Like-
it was just masterful. It's just great. I think the Batman is fantastic. It's number 2 on my list.
I think it's very good, but it's 5 on my list just because Batman '89 is more nostalgic for me. Jack Nicholson's over-the-top Joker performance is so great. Where does he get those wonderful toys? So many fucking good lines.
Yeah, it's
Bob,
pretty
gun
magical.
Bob, and then he fucking shoots Bob, and the whole time I'm like, Bob's a fucking important part of this thing, and he just fucking kills him. It's so Joker. Love it.
It is so great. It is so great. Batman '89 is number 3 on my list.
Okay.
okay.
Number 3 on my list. I have Batman Returns as 5. Batman Begins as 4. Batman '89 is 3.
Have we talked about Batman? Oh, I think. Okay.
Batman Begins is my 1.
Ooh,
That's your one.
That's my 1.
okay.
I love the origin story. I love the when he throws the stupid thing down from his shoe and Gary Oldman's like, "Oh, what's that?" And he's like, "Back up," and fucking bats show up. It's goddamn Batman Year One. shit.
masterful.
And
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
like nerd boner, like just woo.
Well, none of the other Batman origin stories have given the time to flesh out those 6 years or so that Bruce Wayne spent, becoming a ninja,
Yeah.
becoming a
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
And Batman Begins
Does it.
gave that time.
And he
it
trains
was
him
wonderful.
fucking Liam Neeson's
wonderful.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
Goddamn Jedi trains him. Or
It's really good. It's really good. I'm not gonna
Jedi,
fight with you,
but
but really good.
Ra's al Ghul, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call him.
Good.
I do
Liam
like-
Number
Neeson.
4 for me.
And I do like that because some people don't realize like the like how much fucking intensive training he went through. Like, oh, okay, this billionaire went to some karate school in a strip mall and is suddenly
Chuck
able to
Norris
fight
taught him
Yeah,
how to-
like
yeah.
no, but no,
Break
like
boards,
that
yeah.
fleshes out like, okay, here's the shit he went through. Here's him almost on the run, like because he's
Yeah, he's just kind of trying to figure
Yeah.
out how criminals are and stuff.
yeah, really, really good movie. I think that the Scarecrow was a great villain.
And that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cillian
yes,
Murphy,
yes,
Oscar
absolutely.
winner, Oppenheimer. Fucking goddamn
Yeah.
good actor too.
Creepy eyes, yeah.
Creepy eyes, yeah. His eyes are too big. He
Yeah.
auditioned to be Batman.
Really?
Yeah. And they were like, nah, you can be Scarecrow.
He would have been a good.
He could have done it if he bulked up a little bit.
Well, my whole
He's a
thing.
good actor.
If James Bond is always going to be British. Batman always has to be American. That's just how it
Christian
works.
Bale isn't though.
Is he not?
No,
He's not?
he's. I don't think so. I think Christian Bale's is British as fuck.
I don't think you're
I
right
don't
about
know,
that.
that's
I don't
true.
know. We'll ask the internet.
Man
We'll
in
have
the
to look
chair.
up afterwards. Check it out.
All right,
We'll get back to that.
So number 3 for me is Batman 89. Number 2 is the Batman, which we talked about at length.
Uh-huh.
I love the realism. Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh,
love Colin
my God.
I mean,
Yeah, he got his
celebrated
own
for
show.
good reason. He's
Yeah, he got
amazing.
his own show because he's so good.
I thought the Zoe Kravitz Catwoman was amazing. A
Yes.
great modern take on Catwoman. Absolutely fantastic.
He's
I
British?
just love that movie. The whole mood of it.
Christian Bale is
the
British?
music.
Yeah, come on, don't challenge me.
Everything is great. Are we looking up if Christian Bale is British? He's American.
Born in Pembrokeshire, Wales.
Whoa!
What year did he move to
Welsh.
America?
Whoa!
Welsh.
Come on. Not
Look at
from
that.
Gotham at all.
Nope. He's anti-Gotham. All right, my number 4 is Batman 89.
Okay.
My number 3 is Dark Knight. I love The Dark Knight. It's a great fucking movie. But a lot of the shit, it's like cool the first time you watch it. Like when the Joker breaks out of jail and like you want to see a magic trick with a pencil. It's fucking amazing.
Oh.
But the first time
Oof.
you watch it, it blows your mind. The second time you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. So it doesn't like have the same hold up for me as some of the other ones. And just the overhype where everyone's like, oh, Heath Ledger's Joker is goddamn, you know, whatever. It's great.
All right, so breaking
great.
news, guys. Christian Bale is British, but he's done his best to convince people that he was American to get more work, which is probably a smart move.
Okay.
Probably
That's-
smart
That's a
move.
good
That's a
actor.
good
That's a
actor,
really
yeah.
good actor.
He's such a good actor. We have no idea where the fuck he's from.
Yeah, that's-
we have no idea.
Hey,
He's that good.
I remember our cousin called me after Blood Diamond came out. I was like, I didn't know Leo's from another country because he did such a good voice.
Oh,
He did a
that's
good accent of Blood
Oh,
Diamond.
I was going to say, don't tell me Leonardo DiCaprio is
No.
doing
So
that.
the
Unlike-
Batman is my number 2, and then the Dark Knight is my number 1.
Okay.
Here's my feelings about The Dark Knight. I think Dark Knight should have finished the trilogy. I think if you were going to do... So
Yeah,
if,
I
if-
think you're right.
So here's my opinion on it. If
ready
you're
for it.
building the Avengers, right? You're building towards Thanos. If you're building a Batman story, you're building towards the Joker because he is his most synonymous, biggest villain. I feel like they should have done Batman Begins, Batman Begins,
Sure.
Then the Dark Knight.
and then The
Rises.
Dark Knight Rises
Like, in order of villains.
in order of villains, and always have elements of the Joker in the background. Always have him as a looming threat. Always kind of coming together, but the big climax always should be Batman and the Joker.
I can see that. I think that the Joker would have been also in the third Nolan Batman
didn't die,
had
yeah.
Heath Ledger been alive.
That makes sense,
So I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
this was the case of real life kind of
and they
affecting
didn't want to
Yeah.
recap
the movies
cast or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't
Because it
recast
was just
after that
incredible. I mean,
performance.
The
too.
Dark Knight,
Incredible
The
Joker.
Dark Knight is an amazing superhero movie. It's an amazing movie. It's just perfectly paced. It's perfectly shot.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's well acted.
Heath Ledger did so good as a Joker, they gave Joaquin Phoenix his own Joker movie. And I think
Yes.
they wouldn't have done that
Yes.
if Heath Ledger didn't lay it down for people to be
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, this
Yeah.
character is crazy.
Because now it's like a grail of actors.
Yes,
Yeah.
To
yes,
be Joker.
yes. Because
Like,
Joaquin
how
Phoenix
can we
is
put
like,
our stamp on it? Jared Leto. What's
Jared
this
Leto.
dude's
Weird
name?
that you would start with that one, but
yeah,
yeah.
What's this other dude's name? Barry Keoghan.
Oh, Barry Keegan's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a very good actor.
always great, but I'm
Who
saying
is-
it's
He's
just like
kind of playing the Joker in the new Batman.
It's one of the grails now. Like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
how do
They
I
don't really
play
show him
Joker
too
and
much
how do I
because
put
he's in
my
the
own
mental
stamp
asylum.
on it?
Yeah, you got to put your own stamp on it. The Jared Leto stamp was not good. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, no, not- yeah.
The fucking teeth
Correct.
tattooed on his hand. He was like, I'm gonna start an island to fucking fuck Jared Leto. Fuck that guy.
And the problem too is that with all of the Jokers throughout history, they've all given a different take on the Joker. Which they did a comic book storyline with that with the three
the three
Jokers
Jokers, yeah,
because
it's
they
very
had
good, yeah,
the mafia boss, the gangster or whatever the fuck, the psychopath, and the clown. So like you go back, you look at Jack Nicholson. He was very much so the mafia boss. Jared Leto's doesn't fall in really anywhere, but Heath Ledger, his was
Psycho.
Psycho, yeah, like
He's
anarchist
all over the place,
psychopath.
anarchist. Yeah.
And then who was the third one? That was
Jack Nicholson has elements of clown too. He shoots the guy between his legs. It's one of my favorite scenes. He's shooting his old boss and he's killing him, and he like shoots him between the legs and he's laughing as he does it around the back.
And then we
I
get the
fucking love it.
66 Batman, which is kind of the silliest
Caesar
version.
Romero's
Caesar
the
Romero.
silliest. He
But
doesn't even
it's-
shave his mustache before he puts the makeup
Yeah.
on. He's
But
like, I'm not
also
shaving my
fantastic.
mustache.
It's
Yeah.
also a lot
Oh,
of fun. It's
yeah.
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it inspired Jack Nicholson's.
For sure.
He's like,
For
I see
sure.
how crazy this guy did it. I'm gonna do it this way, but my way.
Yeah.
A little more modern.
You know who
Yeah,
sucks?
for sure.
Christian Slater sucks.
Christian Slater. Who
He's not
Did he
in any
play
of his
Joker?
movies. No, but I feel like Christian Slater's whole career is a fucking Jack Nicholson impression.
What a weird. Okay, all
Sorry.
right, let's dive
Sorry.
into this. What
I
did
just-
fucking
I
Christian
just have-
Slater do to you?
This is nothing. I just have some,
Clearly, this has been in your heart.
yeah,
I just
what
have-
the fuck?
I just have some Slater hate, and I just need to get off my chest.
Where did that come from?
Everywhere. It's been here for
Really
my
not
whole life.
connected
movies
to
has Slater
today's
been in?
podcast topic.
Heather's.
Heather's is fantastic.
Heather's is great. It's his best movie, probably. He's in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Also great.
Great movie. But him and Kevin Costner don't do fucking British accents. Because they can't. Because they're shitty actors. And Morgan Freeman's there carrying the fucking movie with Alan Rickman by his
got
side.
off the rails.
And these two fucking guys are carrying this fucking movie. And it's so good because these two fucking guys. And then here's Kevin Costner. Oh, I'm Robin Hood. Fuck you, Kevin Costner. And here's Christian Slater like, oh, I'm a guy who lives in the woods in fucking England and no accent.
Hi, I am Tommy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure what this has to do with Batman. We've got off the rails a little bit.
We did, but fuck Christian Slater.
Who's the best Joker then?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy Heath Ledger. Easily.
Number 2, Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
think yes, you're correct.
You're
yeah.
fucking right.
He,
The voice, everything. Like, we're not talking animated right now, but Mark Hamill.
I would say
his
you know
best
what?
role. Fuck
I
Luke
bet
Skywalker.
if they did a live action with Mark Hamill in it, I bet
He
he'd
could do
fucking kill it.
Yeah, he was great as Cockknocker.
He was fantastic as Cockknocker. And what is the other version he played? Villain he played.
He was in Guyver, right? Oh, no, he wasn't in Guyver.
No, he played.
The one with the
In
weird
Arrow-
alien fuck. Yeah.
Watch that.
What else was he a villain in? Oh, he played.
Oh,
another
he was
villain.
also in the Flash series as a different
Yes.
That sounds
villain.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Is he dead? No, he's alive.
No, he's alive.
All right. Yeah.
He was in the Kingsman, which I play here regularly.
Hamill was in Kingsman.
Yeah, he's in the first one. He's like one of the.
Oh yes, he gets his head blown up. Yeah.
He gets his head blown up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Spoiler. Internet. The Kingsman.
Do you think they'll ever do a Batman where they lead to the Court of Owls?
I hope so.
I think soon. I think we're gonna get it.
I think we're
Yeah.
gonna get that with Pattinson's. I think we'll get Court of Owls with
Maybe
Pattinson.
if they do.
Maybe, if they
continue
keep
those
doing
movies.
Pattinson's, yeah.
If not, I think we'll get an animated version of that for sure.
Which
yeah,
would be cool.
least,
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
DC. Yeah.
Because I feel like the Brave and the Bold is going to be more campy and more like accessible.
Probably.
Well, because they're also going a campier route with the new Superman movie.
Well,
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Gunn in general uses humor to kind of like,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
put these
Guardians.
things over for
The
sure.
Guardians are great. His 3 Guardians movies, top notch.
I'm pretty
Fantastic.
excited
They're
about Superman.
great.
I'm
I
pretty
haven't
excited.
watched a James Gunn movie that I disliked. Honestly.
Yeah.
No, not
And
recently,
I also
for
like
sure.
that he didn't just choose, because the easy thing to do when you're rebooting Superman is the General Zod storyline
Yeah.
or a Doomsday storyline. So it's for him to be going a different direction with, I don't know which comic he's adapting, but it's definitely
there's
an adaptation.
There's a lot of Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman, obviously, and
love
it's a
All-Star
fantastic
Superman.
story. So,
Yeah.
like, if we get any elements of that, it's going to be amazing.
And Nicholas
Yeah.
Holt playing Lex Luthor, top notch shit.
Oh,
Instead
yes.
of fucking
Oh,
Jesse
he's in
Eisenberg.
everything. Oh, you didn't like Eisenberg?
Not as Lex Luthor.
I like Eisenberg
I like
in
him as-
general, but
I like him
that
as-
role didn't work.
I like him in
me-
Zombieland. I like him in like Mark Zuckerberg role. I like him in
Sure,
certain roles.
sure.
Like I'll watch that new movie he made with Kieran Culkin. I'll watch it eventually.
To me, Luthor is older. It's weird to see a young man. So Jesse Eisenberg and Nicholas Holt,
Are too
both
young
to
to
me,
be
I'm kind
Luthor
of like,
for you?
yeah, but I also am not as.
Well, I think that
You know.
version of
You're
Superman
not
is going to be
correct.
like year 2 Superman. It's like early
He's
still
early
in
Superman,
his,
so
in
it's
his,
early Luthor.
But even
campaign is-
then, I feel like if Superman's 20,
Luther should be.
Luther should be
35.
35, 40. Yeah, he, you know, like,
I get
like
what you're
I'm
saying.
Superman, you're Luther.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's.
yeah. That's fair. 'Cause
What are
look
you
at my
saying?
bald-
What are you saying right
I'm
now?
bald. And I'm
Nah,
going
I'm
to kill
Superman.
Logan at the
Super
end of the day.
Cruise.
Yeah. I got kryptonite.
You'll
He's-
never find Logan, guys.
He's
You'll
dead.
never find
He's
him.
already dead. Sorry, Logan.
Already, yeah. Now I'm fucking being made into spaghetti at Chimentos. It's
Shementos.
Shementos. Come on.
Chimentos. Sorry.
Get the name.
Sorry.
Get
Excuse
the
me.
name right before we make spaghetti out of you.
I've said it so many times and you've never corrected me, and now that he's here, you're gonna fucking correct you.
Yeah, now that I'm
Probably.
here.
Maybe,
Now that I'm here, it
maybe
does
that's the
get
first.
corrected.
Maybe that's the first time I noticed.
Billy's like, oh fuck yeah, it is Chimentos.
No,
isn't it?" He's like, Billy's been telling it wrong to everybody for the last 2.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, go up to Chimentos.
Yeah, get your discount. Whatever. You're never gonna go there, asshole.
The song says Shy Mentos. We'll play
Shy
that
Mentos.
later. We'll, play
No,
that
we'll be
later.
shy about it.
Oh my god! All right,
Alright.
so last question before we wrap up this episode: if you had to cast someone who has not yet been, I guess this is a 2-part question.
who would be your
Who would be
Batman?
your Batman, and what storyline would you adapt into the movie?
You go first.
All right, I'm gonna support Alan Richardson's campaign to be Batman.
Yeah, because he could do it.
The dude is huge,
He's
and
huge.
he's marvelous as Reacher, and I just absolutely love him. And the fact that he wants to play him means a lot to me, right? Like he's passionate about it.
I'm like, ooh, check. He's like, I care about this character.
Yeah. What would storyline be great? I mean, Court of Owls would be wonderful. Ah, man. I know we're gonna do the Damian Wayne stuff in the Brave and the Bold, right? Because Damian Wayne's gonna be Robin in the James Gunn stuff. From what I
They're
understand,
going to skip all the way to Damian Wayne?
I think so.
They're going
I
to
think
skip
that's what we're
Dick
gonna
and Jason?
I think so, but it's pretty awesome stuff. Bruce Wayne having an actual son. It's
cool.
yeah.
It's not bad. I like the casting of that actor. I would concur with that.
Okay, where do you go
But
with
I would
storyline,
prefer,
then?
if you're going to go storyline, you might as well do fucking Death in the Family. Do Jason Todd as the Robin. Have Dick Grayson already be grown.
Yeah, that'd
have
be
Jason
fun.
Todd get murdered by the Joker. That'd be a
fun.
good story to bring everybody in. Plus, Jason Todd getting murdered and the fans voted on it.
Nobody minded
So good.
that. They voted for it. They literally
They voted
said
for it.
Jason Todd should get murdered.
Fuck this guy.
They said fuck this guy. They
Where do
did.
you go?
Timothy Chalamet is Batman. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we did Chalamet Charcuterie.
And Logan's out.
Yeah.
Logan's out.
Hey,
Say goodbye to
Chalamet.
Logan, everybody.
He's so good. He's so good. He could be Batman.
I'm not sure who I would cast. I'm not great with actor names, but if I was gonna do one, I would. I mean, maybe. The Killing Joke. Except but again, I'm under the impression that you build 2 Jokers, so you'd have to do 2 movies before that.
Yeah.
Before you do the Killing Joke. Or, I would love to see a live action Injustice.
A live action Injustice would be very good, but they would have to build towards that too, and that would have worked better in the Snyderverse with Superman turning evil and all that.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Since Snyder just
I don't know as much about. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We're rebooting the Predator franchise. Give me fucking Batman and Predator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the Wolverine vs. Predator was amazing. That was a fun
was
comic
amazing.
book.
It was
Fun
amazing.
comic book. If they could make that an animated movie, I would buy it today. I would pre-order it before they even made it, as long as it was rated R.
Yeah.
Had to be rated R.
I got to show you that video at some point. Of
And
the
Batman versus
and
Predator, I still take Batman. It's
Yeah.
just like-
Oh,
you
prep
give him
time.
some time
Yeah.
to-
Yeah, he's
Compare-
gonna fuck
Yeah.
that
Come
Predator
on
up.
now.
Fuck those lasers.
Come on
Fuck
now.
those spinning discs that come out and
Yeah,
your
I got a
dreads.
batarang. Yeah.
Get out of here, Predator.
Yeah. Look at
Your
my
dreads
nipples.
aren't
Look at my
killing
bat
me.
nipples.
Yeah, these bat nips are gonna melt your heart.
These bat nips are gonna melt your heart.
Yep.
That's the quote, folks.
That's the quote.
That's the quote.
That's the
Write
t-shirt,
it down.
Oh boy. All right. I do feel like we're probably far past.
Yeah, we probably said
I don't think
enough
we're gonna
words.
let this down. Yeah. We. So before we go, tell us one more time about Chi-Mentos. Kai-Mentos.
Kai Mentos.
Kai-Mentos.
Mentos Spaghetti House located in St. Cloud, Florida.
On New York Avenue.
On New
so
York Avenue in downtown St. Cloud.
Italian food on New York Avenue.
That's
Italians
right.
are
Open
from New
Monday
York.
through Saturday,
Wonderful.
11 to 8.
You can also come to Beerbusters Monday through not Monday, Tuesday through Sunday.
Yes.
Here hanging out. We'll be talking about some stuff. With that,
right.
do we have an outro yet?
Come to Beerbusters.
Come to Beerbusters. Go to
We love you.
Chai Mentos.
Chai Mentos. The PLT.
The PLT.
Pepperoni, lettuce, tomato. One of the greatest
Good
sandwiches
stuff.
you'll ever have.
Hell yeah.
True. That's true.
We love you.
No, we don't.
Welcome to
sometimes-
Costco.
No, we don't.
love
Sometimes
Yeah,
we love
welcome
you.
to Costco. We
Yeah,
love you.
welcome to Costco. We love you.
I stole it from Costco. You're right.
Goodbye,
Yeah. Goodbye. Yes.
noodle bender.
Oh, and that was from Nick when Nick worked at this pasta place where he mixed the fucking sauce with his
you.
arm.
It was a pizzeria
Yeah, and
in a mall.
and he's like, these fucking noodle benders.
I'm
And
16.
Nick's
I'm
You
six-
came up with that?
Yeah,
Listen, no,
Nick's the
listen.
one that said that line
Listen,
to me. And it
listen,
stuck with
Logan,
me my
I'm
whole
16
life.
years old, and everybody else there is from Italy. Like, straight from Italy. Speaks Italian. They would yell things at me in Italian and forget that I didn't know how to speak Italian. And I picked up some things. Like, I would know that they yelled at me to go get lettuce in Italian. I'm like, I'm trying to get lettuce. They would make the pizza sauce in like a 5-gallon bucket, and they would have me mix it with my arm. And then I'm 16 years old,
His
so
arm's
I
always
just
been
do
this
I just
hairy.
do what they tell me to
It's
do.
always been that.
I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Some of that hair wound up in pizza. I was just doing what I was told.
You were like, they're lucky it's delicious.
It's a good
I used
pizza.
to,
Actually,
I used
it's
to
a
hang
great
out at the
pizza.
mall until they closed, and Nick would be like, "This is what you could take," and I'm like, "Yeah, the free pizzas, like what they pre-made that was like sitting there waiting for people." Yeah,
I worked
Oh my
I
God.
worked at a Starbucks in Barnes and Noble, and I did that. Well, my
Ooh,
friend
yeah.
was giving away a lot of coffee. They can't fire me now.
They can't fire you now. Did we restart recording?